Come on. Oh no, it's not. Hang on. Talk there.
Yeah, I'm talking.
Yeah, we're live. Yeah, we're live.
Okay.
Sorry.
Oh
no, hang on. Why isn't it playing the intro? Oh, that's me. I didn't start the intro. Sorry, folks.
Oh, you didn't. You didn't start the intro.
Sorry, intro.
Brilliant. It's yeah. Peter, yes.
Not Norman.
I hang up. So.
No, you are not.
I can't.
Guardia, Cessna 265 now.
Yeah. Okay. Talk to you later.
Negative, that was transmitted in error. Take your hand off the mic, Norman. We are going down. No, we are not. We can get a view. You want to turn away on runway 13?
Negative, everything's fine here. We're continuing as planned. That's it, Norman. I'm plugging out your intercom circuit breaker.
Birds. What the deuce?
Oh, shitballs! No. Fucker. Shut up, Norman.
Shit. Stop the stopwatch. Up we go. Up. When you, he's having a baby. He's lost. He's rocking back and forth. So I have to start the whole shot again now. The whole thing all over again, and it's late at night. 07020 knots. And I'm facing right into the window. New York helicopter terminal, and I can't remember the name of the fucking place, so now I have to go look it up. Here we are in Manhattan Heliport, and we're going to take off in this microlight. We're going to climb to the top of the building 3 times, come back, and then stop the stopwatch. So, where's the stopwatch? Bollocks.
Off the engine. I've hit the right prop on the runway. Just go there. Just touch it. There we go. Good. Oh, whoa. Am I alive? Oh, Jesus Christ. Where's the runway? There it is. Oh, yeah, there we go. We're gone. We're gone. That's what happens when you go below blue line speed in an engine failure. What is it? Hitch there you go. Top's coming up, hold it level, it's going to stall, otherwise... Oh no! Don't do this to me! It's too late! It's too late! Just don't stall and go into the water! Oh my god. Adding power. And up we go. Oh, I missed it! Shit! I fucking crashed.
Oh, this looks really bad. Brace for it. Bang! I've got to try and stop this before the end.
No, try not. Do or do not.
Oh, thank God. Yoda, you are so wise.
Nothing more will I teach you today.
At last, I'm going to steal an airplane. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You okay?
Yeah, can I have a look around?
You can. Can I help you?
Are these keys for Cessnas?
There we go. Nice, simple start.
In real life, when you're flying, you've got your life in your hands. So it's very, very important, obviously, to have the appropriate licensing, the appropriate training, including safety training, etc., etc. Whereas, when you're at home in your flight simulator, there's no risk at all. Okay, she wouldn't even shake my hand at this point. It was going very, very badly, and I had probably made a fool of myself. But then it dawned on me, the 4 magic words, I have a jet.
How long will you fly with this ship?
We'll go around Wicklow a little bit.
Oh no, but when we will change the plane? You know, for the private jet, when you told me champagne.
Oh yeah, I lied.
Hello everybody, and today is a very, very special video. We're going to announce the winners of the shout-out competition. This next channel is called Reaction Review, and I've got to say, for an X-Plane channel, this guy is putting in a lot of work. Alright, I'm going to hit subscribe on his channel, and you should as well.
Now, I've put it up again. I'm way too high, and I've got to do the whole shot all over again, which is fucking fantastic. Recording, sound. No! Where's rain? Where is fucking rain gone? Bugger! this doesn't stop now, I'll have to do this take all over again. And I won't be happy. I'll not be happy. Please stop. Please don't make me do this all over again. It's late at night. Please stop. Driving it in a bit. Hold on. Oh, right. That one up. And now I have to do the whole shot all over again. Brilliant. Fantastic. Nice. Nice. Floaty landing. That was not a floaty landing. And I'm way off the runway and I have to do the whole shot all over again. Brilliant. Just fantastic. That's just brilliant, that is. Okay, I can't seem to fly this at all. Oh, it's gone. It's gone. I've bust the gene in it. Okay, I don't feel very comfortable looking at this at all. I think we need something that can handle the force, the G-forces that are applied.
I sense much fear in you.
Oh God, he's back. I shouldn't have said force.
How embarrassing.
You know, the aircraft kept coming apart because it couldn't take the G-force. You'll be laughing when I get this down without the force, Yoda.
You are reckless.
Maybe, but look what I'm going to fly. Oh, I'm too heavy. I need to drop those fuel tanks. R2, see what you can do back there. Okay, looks like I can just about keep it. Oh.
Use the force.
Oh God, Obi-Wan is here as well. Okay, it's looking good. It's looking good. Oh, bloody yeah.
Stay on target. Stay on target.
Of course, now I'm doing floaty. This is just not going to do. Okay, you're going to have to take the flaps up and drop the lift. Oh! Okay, 140 knots. Hopefully I'll stop by the end of the runway, but I'm not too sure. Now, that seems to have done it. So, Yoda, what do you think?
See through you, we can.
That may be so, but the FA-18 has a much higher G-force tolerance.
How can this be?
It's G-force, Yoda. It's nothing to do with your forces.
Dangerous and disturbing, this possibility.
Let's be quick about this. There's the dark side of the force, your side of the force, and G-force.
No.
Women also have a G-force, but nobody can find it. Time for murder, death, kill. The bombs will actually drop. I've highlighted it for you. Oh, it's Sam. How dare he interrupt my tutorial? Bombs away.
Es ist dem Feind gelungen, die Front in breiter Formation zu durchbrechen. Im Süden hat der Gegner Zossen genommen und stößt auf Stahnsdorf vor.
Mit dem Angriff Steiners wird das alles in Ordnung kommen.
Mein Führer, Steiner konnte nicht genügend Kräfte für einen Angriff massieren. Der Angriff Steiner ist nicht erfolgt.
Das war ein Befehl! Der Angriff Steiners war ein Befehl! Niederträchtige, treuloser Fels! Feiglinge! Verreiter, Versager! Sie ist ohne Ehre! Sie wird ersaufen in ihrem eigenen Blut!
Yes, I don't like trains particularly. I don't like them. I just don't like trains. Must be something to do with this freak. Oh, this is brilliant. Oh no, I didn't get the train itself. Cheeky bastard. If it's the last thing I do... Oh, brilliant, now my engine's dead. Okay, I'm going to do a kamikaze. I'm going to shoot the big Jesus out of him, and I'm going to ram him. I'm going to take the two of us out at the same time.
You're going down, you bastard! Yes, I'm gonna get you now!
This is just humiliating.
we go. Chopping all the power. Chopping all the power. Bollocks. Okay, it looks like we're going to make it. Power off. It's going to bounce really hard. Ooh, bit of a bounce. Bit of a bounce. Now, it's not over yet. I've got to steer the aircraft and then reverse thrust. I'm using asymmetrical thrust again just to steer it. Don't go off the runway. I can't use reverses until I have it straight. Right, reverse. Oh! That's what that looks like. Brilliant. Fantastic. Oh yeah, now I've had power and it's crashed. Brilliant. That's you. Whole thing all over again. Fantastic. Reverse thrust on. Fuck. Yeah, brilliant. And that's what happens. That's what happens. Oh, I don't believe it. Why won't this work? Oh, it's gonna be a hard one. Now I have to do it all over again. Start all the cameras. And yeah, this is just fabulous. Okay, that's okay. Now, let it roll out.
Oh, Yoda, I'm so embarrassed. I'm so busy looking outside and ignore the instruments.
Still looking to the horizon.
I know, Yoda. All my attention was diverted to making a video.
Heeded my words not, did
I
you?
used reverse thrust with the props out of sync. I
The
failed.
greatest teacher failure is
Oh, you're just peddling easy answers.
pass on what you have learned.
I've done it. Success. Hooray! Bit of a bouncy there, but everything's fine. I've organised. It's all good. Okay, breaky. Oh, not too much braking. I have it all under control. Nothing bad's going to happen. Everything's fine. Bucker. This brings new meaning to ski slopes. Let's go. Pretty sure everyone's dead anyway. The aircraft's heavier on the ground. So. Okay. Let's just get started up really quickly, shall we? Let's just move on. By some miraculous miracle, I seem to have survived my egotistical madness. My legs badly damaged as I neglected to read and understand Section 5 of the Cessna Operating Handbook, page 5-1 label performance. Perhaps I could crawl. What? Oh, you again, please. Oh no! Is that you, gentlemen? Oh, thank God, gentlemen.
I do like the gentleman bit. Very old program, gentleman. But was he a gentleman in the end? We will never know. Greetings and welcome everybody to more Gripperson Crazy Madness. We're in Lukla today, in Nepal, in the Himalayas, and I didn't think. I'm going to blame Colonel Clink because this is his flight plan. I didn't think. I didn't think we could all fit on. We got lots of people with us today, folks. I'm going to mention you all that's with us flying, and if you want to join us anytime, North European server on Microsoft Flight Simulator, 2100 hours Irish time. That's 9 o'clock in the evening. So welcome. We have Bajan Cowboy. Welcome. We have D Future. We have Davo 453. We have K Jelson. We have Copper Hat. Joe's Jacob UK, great, excellent. Akai Lad Matt Sibley, Colonel Clink, Bakerfly, USO, and Moo off for the distance there because he can't get parking probably. Moob Yuck. I can't pronounce them. So welcome everybody. I hope you're all in good form. I'd like to thank Jer just now Carl Fark, who subscribed tier 1 for her, and he's been a subscriber for 3 months, so thank you very much, Carl Fark. So this week we've got we're going to do a few touching, well, I'm going to do full stops or stops and goes in a few airports. Now this week, as it's new, I thought I'd take the new PA28. I did a video on YouTube about it there. It just came out. It was very late as usual. Spur of the moment thing. Because I had to get to it. I felt I had to get to it because I've flown it in real life, so I'm a bit biased there. And I wanted to see what it was like. So we're going to have a further look at that again in this trip in the PA28. So yes, let's have a look at the comments there just to grab some. We have with us the regulars. D-Future USO. We have Matt Sibley. We have Benny. Oh, Bing Bing. The first Bing Bing doesn't tell me what happened. I know you can't see that either. It does that. I don't know why. I've been playing around, but that was shallow depth. Thank you very much, shallow depth. When that happens again, it will actually show it. I don't know why it does that. That's shallow. He subscribed tier 1. And he's been subscribed for 4 months. Thank you very much, Shallow Depth. That really helps the channel. It goes to the kitty for the channel itself for me to buy add-ons and stuff like that, and hopefully in the future to produce, high-end content. So thanks very much. Now I know that the alert there isn't working, but we'll see what happens when we get a subscriber or a follower. Let's have a look again there. The comments there. Okay, lad is with us. Cut Fork subscribe. Davo's here. Shallow Depth subscribe. Just I said to you. Hi Grip, I hope you're well, mate. I am very well. I'm very hot. And that's not just what the women say. I'm actually physically very hot. I'm too warm. I had to get that in, of course. Skyhawk's with us as well. He's in holidays in Devon. Excellent this week. So he's just watching tonight, and he'll see us all next week. Hooray to Skyhawk. I hope you're having great holidays. A great time to take holidays. It's very hot. So great. Everyone's here, and I think you're here to watch me fly airplanes. So we might get to that. Now, what we're going to do, let me have a look here where everyone is again. I get my aircraft started up. And let's get that old showcase view out. We're in the PA28, folks. Now, I don't know if this is really suitable for this high altitude flying, but I'm going to find out. So first of all, let's have a look at the fuel, right? Always be sure to take enough fuel. Now, I'm looking over here, as you know, because I'm looking at the comments just to see if I can catch anything. So the fuel here, I talked a little bit about the PA28. Most low-wing aircraft are the same. Now, oh, by the way, let me just check the audio. I could be talking to myself, which would be a bad thing. So let me know if the audio is bad, as always. Let me know if the camera goes out of focus or you can't hear Colonel Clink or anything like that. So that seems to be, that's coming through. Great. Okay, so yeah, fuel. Always make sure you have enough fuel. Okay. These, depending on how you fly them, will burn. They'll burn. I noticed it's not. Oh, it is changing the center of gravity of the fuel. Okay. It will burn. Now look at this. If you look at the aircraft, by the way, this is what I love my flight simulator. If I put all the fuel into the right wing, look at the way the aircraft will tip over. Look. See that? It's very subtle. Anyway, and the left tank will put in that much. Now we got quite a flight to go, so yeah, we'll do that. We'll see what that gives us, will we? Maybe a little bit more on the right. So we won't get our trip finished. CJ's fine. We got 2 passengers. Oh, we got just me. Okay, great. And that's the fuel situation. So yeah, plenty of fuel. Yeah. Also, let's start her up. Will we get Colonel Clink on board? Let's see where Colonel Clink is. Let's ring Colonel Clink and say hello. Let's see if he's going to join us, boys and girls. Greetings, Colonel Kink. I decided I'd ring you for a change.
Greetings.
Greetings and salutations.
Yeah.
So we're all getting ready to go.
Yeah.
I'm in the PA-28, as you know. Are you in the PA-28 as well?
I'm in a PA-28. Yeah. I
Great.
know where we're going. We have to get over some hills, and you know, the PA-28 is actually not designed for it, and I think we should figure out how much safety Just Flight built in, how much we can push it.
Exactly. I'm putting the masters on here now.
Yeah.
And I have my flight plan. I can see it here.
So I'm just bringing up to 1,000 RPM, and now I'm gonna see, because
you've started your engine. You've started your engine already.
Yeah.
Oh, I haven't done that yet.
I want to put some fuel off, like, you know. Oh, and
actually, I have plenty of fuel.
And actually, I have to say, the mixture control works actually quite nicely, and so we can put a bit of power. Yeah, it's like I'm just playing around with it. Right, and
hopefully, I'm just changing the zone speed here. It's very bothersome to me. I don't like having this bit of the screen, but sometimes I have to. So I'm going to just currently, what I'm going to go through, I'm just going to go through the startup checks very quickly. I'm not going to follow the checklist. But if you saw the video in YouTube, it's a very, very good model. It's Just Flight. They always have you know what you're getting.
I'm through the checklist already.
Okay, let me continue off, and I'll just go to the checklist for everybody, because we might have some new people waiting, dying for the Xbox to come out.
Okay.
So the first thing is I've got my master switches on. We need battery power to start the engine, so that's on, and all the avionics should be off there, because that will waste. The battery is live in this, and it will run down. It's not working. Might be a little bug they have to fix. Anyway, the avionics are on, right? So battery master's on. Make sure your mixture is rich. Make sure you've selected a fuel tank that's on. So that's off, and that's on to the left, and that's to the right. And those of you who are new to flight simming, most low wing aircraft, the fuel tanks are in each wing, right and left. So I'm taking fuel from the left engine only now. So that's on to the left, that's on, the mixture's on, and then all I have to do is make sure the magnetos are on, which are done with the key. Put on the brakes and turn the key. Oh. There we go. Engine started. Happy days. I'm going to put on some lights in the cockpit I just feel it's a bit dull. Just a little bit. There, and I would, yeah, that's fine. That's all I need there. We're going to figure out the autopilot as we go along. I've played with it a little bit, not a lot. And then flaps. Now with the flaps, you put the mouse over the. I discovered this as well, currently. You put the mouse over the flap lever, and you use the mouse wheel if you have one. There's one stage flaps.
It's like, did you install the whatchamacallit, the drivers for the
SciTech?
Yeah.
No, I should have.
Oh, okay.
And I didn't, because I was doing that video, and it crossed my mind, and I said, you better do that before the stream, and I did not. So I can do it with the mouse. Okay, so let's go. Let's see who else is joining before we go very quickly. It's getting very crowded on the ramp, which is great news. More and more people are joining us. Is that a Firefly? Oh, we might have a Firefly. I better take off.
I think
this is going to be very dodgy takeoff.
The future is in
Brakes off?
MB 339 or something like that. That's what it looks like.
Brakes are off. Moving forward.
It's very crowded there on the runway.
Which is great. It's going to be great. It is. It's going to be fabulous. That's Badging Cowboy. It's just as well we don't have collision detection.
Yeah.
We'll be crashing.
That would be an expensive runway.
It would be. This is going to be a very dodgy flight.
Yeah.
Very dodgy for Gripper Sim. Brakes are on. Flaps. Okay, good. I'll add some power.
I just go to the back here.
Cool. Okay, you ready to go, folks?
Okay, did I put flaps down? Did I put
full power? I don't know. I'm not in your airplane. Full power, and this is the bit that would scare everybody. Whoa! There we go. Downhill is always beneficial. Airspeed is not going up as fast as I'd like it to. What's that about?
Did you do the mixture thingy?
No, I didn't.
Ah.
Don't worry. Let's see what happens if I don't. Up we go.
Okay.
I'm not getting all the power, folks. So let me explain that to everybody.
Airspeed is alive.
Oh, we have Grey Camel UK is following, and my new little Bing Bing is working. So have a look at this, guys. Right? I'll do this very quickly. We're only getting 2200 RPM. That's because we're so high. So lean the mixture to get that mixture right there. There we go. Just before it goes down a bit. There it goes down and back to there. And we're not going to crash to the mountain just yet. I'll take a right turn. Now this is going to be really dodgy. Oh, I'm feeling... Oh, this is not good. Let's get the flaps up. This is going to be dodgy. Very, very dodgy.
Absolutely.
Look at the scenery. It's just incredible. Okay, great. So, don't turn too steep, Gripper Sim.
Okay,
Everyone's taking off there. There's everybody on the airfield there. Look, some more people taking off.
I have the window open here, like you know, and it sounds like the real thing.
It does. I'm going to close my window. I hope you can all hear me with the loud engine. If you can't hear me talk, folks, let me know. I'm going to get the cruise now shortly, then I can chat about the... Have a look at the... and we can have a look at the comments. So, we're in Lukla. Zach's asking what airport we're taking off from.
Oh.
And Lukla is... The ICAO identifier for Lukla is Victor November Lima Kilo.
Yeah, that one.
Now, I ain't going to get to my magenta line just yet.
No.
And Raptor told me how to... Thank you, Raptor, for letting me know. I was just lazy. You know, Current Click, I used to complain, I can't look to the left or to the right, it's just the arrow keys.
Yeah.
It is now, anyway. Now, I need to get to the magenta line. So, okay.
I'm trying to gain altitude here. So I'm just passing 10,000 feet. So we still have to go a wee bit before we get over the hill. If we get over the hill, otherwise we have to find us ways which nobody else found.
What do you think, folks? Will I get over this? Will I get over this? You got buffering a lot, Gripper. Okay, does anybody else see that as well? Seems fine here, Shallow Depth says. So it's buffering, is it? I don't want that to happen. It seems to be giving me an indication that it's okay. Okay, David says it's okay. Stream fine for me. So it may be... where is it? Oh. Robbie, yeah, it may be just your internet connection, maybe. It usually gives me an indication, but always let me know if you're, even if you're not sure. If you're not sure, Ripper, the sound isn't. I'm doing orbits here, so I can climb. Climbing orbits, 70 knots. I need to concentrate on my flying. So happy days. I'm doing orbits. That's what you do if you don't think I'll get above a hill. And I can bet your Barney, Colonel Clink has set this up so we'll get to a Death Valley. Because he knows I don't like Death Valleys, Colonel Clink.
I wouldn't do such a thing.
Death Valley.
I told you, only the pilot whose ass is narrow.
Yep. I get through those mountains. Oh yes, this is... Now, maybe I should go VX. There's two climbs. I think in the Warrior, if my memory serves, it's about 65 knots VX, so V speed.
Yeah, that is
I give your best angle of climb.
That is about right.
65 knots, maybe 64, but you know. So I'm going to go 65. There is one of the Fireflies. So yeah, this is a tough one. Interesting. Now let me just, I got to keep going forward here whilst I'm climbing. Now you see the way to you it looks like it's okay, but I'm not. My nose is quite high, so it's going to be...
Yeah. But I think I found my way out of this mess.
got full power on here, and I'm not getting very good RPMs. This aircraft is not built for this at all. I think I may find myself in a very dangerous situation.
So it's like I'm about 2400 RPM at the moment, but I found myself a wee little hole here, and that's where I get over the first stage of the hill. Ha ha ha.
Ooh, okay, I'm getting there as well, I think. Oh no. It is a bit tricky. This carpet, just putting on the carpet. I think I had some carb icing, guys. I was at like 2400 RPM, and I think it was some icing.
Okay, get above that view.
I'm going to take a left turn this time, whilst I'm keeping climbing. I'm climbing now at about... Let's get that 65
carb
here.
icing seems to be fine.
Yeah, I think I had some icing. I didn't hear any rough engine running.
No, it's okay. I set the plane up to climb at 500 feet per minute, and I do that at about 70 knots. And that seems to be working fine, and now I'm trying to get onto the magenta line.
Robbie says he may have to reboot his router. Yeah, I have to do that sometimes as well. We're 13,000 feet, am I right?
Well, it's like
looks like.
technically,
Oh, I might make it now.
Technically, the service altitude is what, 12,500 or something like that for the Cherokee.
Yes.
I'm going above
service.
it. I'm going above it now.
Get above it. Yeah, the absolute ceiling is when you can't climb anymore. The surface ceiling is when you get 100 feet a minute.
Oh, and we getting into the stall here. Autopilot off.
I would not like to be doing this for real, folks.
No.
You don't want to get too close to those valleys because you can't do now about it. Okay, I think I'm getting over.
Okay, so...
Do you need a push, Davos says. I did, now I do not. So we're over the hill. We're over the hill, Davo. Current Click's ahead of me. We've got to catch Current Click.
Oh, there's a cloud, and I can't look through the cloud, and I'm not high enough. I do a circly thing.
Oh, will I make it in this little valley? Let me see. Oh, I've got full power. This might be... I can't afford to crash because that will destroy the stream. It'll just mess things up. It'll make me displeased. But I'll get to this little. Just barely. Yeah, I'll make it easy enough. Ooh, there we go. There we go. Wow. Whoa, hey.
Okay, so it's like it doesn't want to go much higher than 12,600 feet.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm at 14,000 feet now.
Are you?
Yeah.
How did you manage that?
I'm just brilliant. Robbie's back. It's my end. Don't say sorry. You don't have to be sorry, Robbie. Thank you for letting me know. Is the main thing. Thank you very much. It really does help because I watched the stream just to see if it was okay. Wouldn't watch all of it, you know, obviously. And then there was something wrong, like you couldn't hear the engine noises, and I was like, oh man. So we're all good now. Angry Aaron is here. Angry Aaron, hello. Greetings. Who followed us there? Let me have a look here. Now, that's better. Oh no, it's not. There we go.
Okay, I think
yeah, Great Gaming followed. Happy days.
Yeah, so that should be about right. Let me see.
Did I say thanks to Shadow Depth as well? I think I did. Shadow Depth resubscribed tier 1 for 4 months. Shadow Depth, thank you very much. I am well, and I remember saying and replying to him now. So to make sure, it'd be very rude if I didn't say thank you for supporting the channel. Now, okay, so I'm coming into cloud. So this is the danger of hill mountain flying. Not only the death valleys. I'm still climbing up here. I'm coming up to 15,000.
Are you now?
And I'm at 700 feet a minute at 75 knots.
Oh, wow.
How many passengers have you got on board? I have less fuel, but it's not a big difference. Oh god, the fuel. The fuel situation is quite dire, folks. I don't have my transponder on, which is very naughty. Not that it's going to make a difference that it's a simulator, but if I was on VATSIM, that would be bad. Now, let me see. Let's play with the autopilot. These old autopilots, man, I don't know. So we have heading, nav, APR, and rev. Okay, so let's say nav. It doesn't have anything to do with altitude here, so I don't think there's any altitude on the autopilot on this Warrior, Colonel Klink.
I don't think so, no.
So we'll put it on nav. Let's see. So CDI, very important to get CDI working here. So this is the magenta line of the GPS. Make sure you hit the CDI button till it says GPS. And then it kicks in with all the VORs, etc., which is great. And our HSI. So now I can put it on heading.
I get icing.
And then switch it on.
Heat to heat. Aha.
Yep. And it's doing the nav thing. So I have to control the altitude with my trim wheel and power. Now I've got full power on here. I don't think I need full power. Now the nav is very sloppy. Oh no, I don't want to approach. What? Nav, yeah. It's lost. It's lost. Okay, I don't think it's captured it. Let's switch off. Let's switch off the autopilot. And let's get back on track manually. Oh, there is Colfork in the big jet. I'm waving around here like a broken chicken. Now I'm going to intercept the magenta line myself first and then activate the autopilot. Because the autopilots on these, the older autopilots, aren't the best. Now I've lost a lot of RPMs now. Let's see if we can lean it some more. There's the RPM there. Let's pull it back a bit more. No. Let's go back here. Okay, no, that's not good. Let's leave it there for a bit. I think I actually had it leaned quite well there. So you can see the RPM. Oops, the RPM is dropping. I'm leaning as best I can. Okay, there. That is as best I can do. Right, so let's see if we get the service ceiling. We're still climbing at 200 feet a minute. I have full. I'm going to put on full power now. Okay. Let's see how high we can get the PA-28. We are about now. It's 100 feet a minute climb. So in the as I said, 100 feet a minute they say is your service ceiling. Is it? Oh, damn, I get mixed up now. Right. Okay. So autopilot. Let's straighten up a little bit. Now it should intercept it now. On heading. Go on, Mr. Autopilot. Go on. Go on. It's waving around. It's waving around. Now, I'm not saying that if the autopilot doesn't work, it's a simulator. It's not. It's not the model. These older. See, it's no, it's not happening. These older autopilots of the real airplane, I believed, although I haven't used one. Now disconnects properly as it should. They're a little bit dodgy. So let's get back on track here. I want to get the autopilot working, so I can chat about the comments.
No, it's like funny enough, I get the autopilot working, but I have to be really, really careful because it can bring you to the stall because it doesn't have a notion of the angle of attack.
Yeah, you got to trim it. You gotta do all that
Yeah.
yourself. There's Copper Hats with Badge and Cowboy, Baker Fly, Ackeye Lad. I can see them in the distance. Oh, we've got an airport under here, don't we? We're coming up to an airfield now. We're going to do a landing in this one.
Yeah.
So let's have a look here.
I didn't make
roughly-
this. I didn't make this challenging at all.
You did. Oh, yes, you did.
Oh.
Okay, I keep going to the setting. I really want to get this autopilot working. I do. What's my fuel situation? It's not good. So on the left tank we've got 5 gallons. On the right tank we have over 10.
Okay.
I'm not going to make it the whole way.
I have to switch in a V to the right-hand tank. It's like I burned a lot of fuel just to climb here.
Yeah, so I've been at full power, which is
Oh, yeah.
at least 8 gallons, you know. At least 8 to 9 gallons in air. There we go. I'm on the magenta line. Let's get the autopilot on again. Heading on.
Okay, so what is my
autopilot on.
vertical speed indicate? So I set that to 200 feet. My altitude is set to that. My heading is at the moment, where am I heading to? About 120 degrees. 130 degrees. Okay. Autopilot goes on, heading goes on. Let's see what she does.
Valny, welcome. We're in the Himalayas. For those of you who've just joined us, I'm having terrible problems keeping the airplane in the air. I can't get the autopilot working. With the nav at least. It's probably something I'm doing wrong, more than likely. And I'm trying to look over here at the comments to see. People are saying, Gripper, you've not got something activated. I'm descending now. So it's a tricky one, and we may not survive this, and I don't have enough fuel. I just forgot
Okay, so
to put fuel into the aircraft.
yeah, that
On
is.
purpose.
So how far are we away from Tango Romeo? Let me see. Ground speed, yada yada yada. Distance is 14 miles to Tango Romeo, and I have no idea where it is. It's somewhere in the hills.
I would prefer. Oh, they did that. Okay, if I scroll with the mouse, they've done a great job because usually it takes ages. Okay, great. Let me explain to you what I was saying there, folks. I'm trying to get the heading bug to my current heading, okay? And in the old days with the other sims, you'd be going like this for hours. Look, there's the bug here. And you're going, oh, scroll. But now it accelerates. Look at that. You know, it accelerates as you move the mouse wheel, so that's great. Top marks for just right for that. 'Cause that's really cool. I just want to get the heading working. So, autopilot on. Heading. Why is it turning there without me selecting anything? I don't know. So it should be following the heading bug now. And it is. Great. So I'm going to use the heading bug. And that'll be fine. Let me just turn a little bit to the left now, because we're slowly joining the magenta line. Now I wonder if I go to nav now. See, I'm not intercepting it properly. That's why it's going crazy. And it just can't. They're not. The older ones are just not that good. Now it seems to be on it. Brilliant.
I have it set to nav now, since I'm safely over the hills. I think this is as high as a Cherokee ever was. Like, I'm at 15,300 feet now.
It may be the highest Cherokee's ever been. In the flight simulator.
Yeah.
Because it's only out. Who knows, folks? Lots of people with us today. Lots of people. We got Stems with us. Our Stemmen. 10#3943. We've got Stemmen's new. Welcome, Stemmen. Josie Jacob, UK, is new, and he's with us. Great. Happy days. There's the feature in Davo below the right wing. Brian Cowboy's with us. I can't see the other ones because they're all bunched together. A or H64CDN is with us from last week as well. Copper Hat's with us. Angry Aaron's with us. K. Jelson. Jim Lally. Number 1338 is also with us. Tanked Cave is with us. Colfark's flying the big jet. Oh, I want to see him try to land into our next airfield. There's current click up ahead with USO, actually. I'll take a right look here. I will see who else is off to the right. We have Slurpy Jam is with us, back with us. Slurpy Jam, welcome again. We also have Fly Megafly. Excellent, Fly Megafly, welcome. Brilliant. Samuel Margot's also following us as well in the simulator. Who else have we got? Moob UK. HCBR is back with us again. Maverick. Maverick number 7299. Guess who's going to be watching Top Gun this Christmas.
Okay.
I would be as well. Matt Sibley. Echo Indu Bravo Mike uniforms with us. So there's quite a few. So let me just count you on here now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, that's Colfark. 24, 25. So about 24, 25 people. I think we can have up to 50. Now, if I haven't mentioned you and you're flying quite close, I think it might be... I don't know. I think Microsoft Flight Simulator, I don't know how it handles it. If it goes over 50 or a certain number, does it bring you in and out? I don't know. Everyone's there. I better do my approach.
Yeah.
Now, in order to... So the autopilot's working. It's a simple autopilot, and they've done a great job because they've also modelled if you don't capture it properly, you'll stuff it up. So hats off to Just Like for that. So switching the autopilot off. I'm at almost 15,000 feet. All the parts coming off. And I'm going to see what happens if I switch off the pitot tube. Is that the pitot tube there? Pitot heat. I got no icing yet.
Oh, I had the icing already.
I'm taking all the power back. I'm going to be aware of the mixture. Now watch this. On the twin they're saying, mixture's fully forward, look what happens. Engine cuts out. So don't do that at this altitude. That's why I never liked, when you're descending you got to be... Anyway. I don't normally fly that high, but that's my point. If you put it fully rich, you're going to stall the engine because there's a lack of fuel. So I'm kind of diving here. I'm going to catch up with everybody else. Well, they're all flying something faster than me. View is absolutely stunning up here, and let's just check. There we go. Oh, I'm right on top of the airfield here. Look. So what can I do to go down? Let's try a spin. Although it's not, in real life they're not registered to spin. How can I get down quickly without over stressing the airframe, folks?
Side slip and S turns.
Yes. That is also true, but apparently in World War II that it spins, and in a spin you're doing everything. You're rolling, you're yawing, you're pitching, you're stalling, and if you're doing a spin properly there should be no your airspeed indicator should be very low, because the pitot tube is, because you're going like this, the pitot tube is going parallel to the air, perpendicular to the air, so it doesn't register, and that's how you know you're doing a proper spin. So let's try it. So first I got to stall. So I'm going to stall. Now I didn't notice this didn't quite stall. It's like I had a very forward nose center of gravity and it wouldn't stall. So I'm going to have to reef it up. I'm going to reef the nose up. Now you see it's very forward center of gravity. I don't know why it's doing that. So I'll put in left rudder. Let's see if it stalls from here. Or spins, sorry, not stall. No, that's not. I'll induce it with the. No, that's not a spin. No, I'm going to overspeed and we're all going to die. No. So spinning. I'm going to try and spin it. Okay, let's try again. Let's just bring the nose up. And full rudder. And I'm going to ask with the ailerons. So I'm going to make it worse. Will it go into a spin? They're not. No. So, no, I can't really spin it. It's like... it's very stable aircraft anyway. They're not certified for spins, so you probably won't get it into a spin. And it's designed not to get you into a spin, Colonel Clink. That's what these... They're designed as a trainer.
It's
So they're
like
designed not to stall. So if I stall this now, I've got all the control, all the back pressure of the control column. Right, usually your wing drops very suddenly. You see here, it's just nosing down. It's not going below 40 knots. We're losing altitude though. But we're gaining altitude, and you see the nose is coming up. I haven't... The control column's all the way back. Actually, let me just show you that. So you can't see what I'm doing here now. See, the control column's all the way back. And it's just fluttering. It's increasing in speed, and as it increases in speed, there's more force at the tail, pushing the nose up, and it just go like that all the way down. So it's a safety feature of these aircraft. I have stalled them in real life, and it was easier.
Yeah, but it's still the Cherokees, they're just buffered. They don't really drop a wing.
Yeah. So a bit of side slippage. Let's see how
It's
it
like
plays.
you really have to drop the wing for the Cherokee to, you know, go into a spin.
So I'm going to try side slip, full left rudder, opposite aileron to keep it on the constant heading. And let's see if that... it's dropping. But not as much as it would in real life, I feel.
Well,
we're going to 10,000 feet, 10,000 feet a minute. So it is working to a degree. You know. We have Cell Mackers Lass. Looks like I can't pronounce it again. And we've got Tiller 62 has followed. Greetings, folks. Welcome to the Madness. We're in the Himalayas, for those of you who just joined us, and I'm about to run out of fuel. We're doing a few touch and goes first. I'm not going to refuel until... I'm just going to hope for the best, and hopefully I can land it and make an engine failure, you know, a forced landing. Now we have Aramon has also followed. Greetings, Aramon.
Okay.
Welcome.
Here I am. I'm on target.
Just reading the comments there.
Ish.
Yes, it is default scenery. That's Jedek saying, is that default? That's default Microsoft Flight Sim scenery. I should be outside more, because I'm taking a long time to get back down. Seeing as I have the whole... Oh, I have to press C to fly the aircraft. Yeah, that is default scenery. Microsoft scenery, folks, if you've just joined us, is absolutely stunning. I'm doing a steep turn here. I've switched off all the... if it overspeeds, it's not going to come back, so I switched that off. So, yeah, that's default scenery. You know?
So, mixture is now fully forward because I'm below 3,000 feet.
Oh, we're going upside down now, folks.
What are you doing that for?
I love the sounds. I want to get down. Oh, maybe that was not such a good idea. So, the aircraft would have definitely more than likely come apart. Oh, what I just did there. Just wanted to go. I wanted to lose height and show everybody the scenery. A little more of the scenery. So when I get into the next portion of the cruise, we're going to have some more eye candy. But it's just very fast.
So
there we go. There's everyone landing there. I am doing some turns. Hello. The stream looks 10,000 better on Twitch. That's from Bran Don Cube 2. It looks better in Twitch than it does on YouTube, does it?
Second stage of flaps.
So you're saying it doesn't look very good on YouTube? I wonder why that is. Well, I'll have to check that out. It should be the same.
70 knots.
What I'm doing here is I'm doing steep turns to lose altitude. All the power's off. Now I can put the mixer fully rich. I'm quite low.
Mixture is fully rich. Carbonate is cold. 20 degrees flaps. 20 is plenty. And there we come. Try not to hit the trees, which somebody planted at the threshold.
No, I wouldn't fly an aircraft like that in real life, folks, just in case. So we're down. It would take a lot longer than that in real life. But very relaxing in real life, I would say. Okay, now let me get on final. I have no flaps down yet. I need a bit of power, so I don't go too slow.
Flaps coming up.
So it looks compressed in YouTube. It's better on Twitch. But Twitch they are the stream kings, aren't they?
Supposedly.
Trim.
So I'm waiting here at the bottom with the rest, and not judging you at all.
Okay.
You know.
I do a short field landing. Would you like to use short field landing?
Yeah, but don't hit the trees. Okay. Don't hit the trees now.
Okay. We are going full flaps in the wide arc. Very edgy. I clean up the screen so you can see the eye candy. A little bit low, according to the pappies, but that's fine. It's not a jet, you know.
Are you coming in the opposite side? Jesus.
Yeah. There is the Fireflies. We've got the Fireflies with us. Fireflies are here. Greetings, Fireflies. Welcome. We've got another follower, Novatron. At last, I can actually read your name. Oh, back to my short field. Everyone's watching. Oh, it's heavy in the nose.
Yeah.
Heavy
airframe,
on the nose.
70 knots.
Get on the center line. There we go. Brakes on. Get on the center line. And we stopped. Let's put on the parking brake. Let's have a look and see how we landed. So it appears. Now, I don't know what the winds are, folks. I don't think there is any wind, but it would appear that we kind of landed around the piano keys, just before the piano keys. That was Maverick coming to land there. We also have Blackfoot Fly. Welcome has followed. Blackfoot Fly. Where are all these follows coming from? I have to change. It has to be a bit more of a da-da, doesn't it? You know, a big celebration when we get a follow. I'll change that. I've been playing around with the settings, so we'll get that sorted out. Now I see it's running a little bit there on the other screen, a little bit choppy. Just a wee bit. Is it choppy for you guys, or is it just what I'm seeing here? Here come the Fireflies. You'll see them throughout the stream. At one point I might follow them around. Usually I get the camera going, but it seems it was choppy there. Let's have a look here at... Who's this here? That seems a bit smoother. And we're back to smooth. That is... Thanked Cave. And there's everyone nicely lined up. Look, there's Curtin Clink at the other side. There's Jim Lally. I know, I can't pronounce it. There's USO in the Gripper Sim livery. USO, happy days. I haven't flown it for a while. We're going to fly that again. There's Jacob, UK, D Future, Davo. Flight Sergeant is with us. Welcome, Flight Sergeant. And K-Day, Jelson, Akai Lad, Matt Sibley, the distance. We got Calfork landing on the Airbus, it looks like. Of some description of large aircraft. Is that the Airbus? No, there's no wheels anyway. As I can see. We've got Steerman with us. Samuel Margot, Fly Mega Fly is also with us as well, and that is everyone. But the scenery is stunning, folks. The scenery is truly stunning.
Yeah. So that was a tricky part for part one.
It was tricky, yes. I think the worst bit for me was getting down. I was all over the shop on purpose there, but there you go.
No,
I just didn't want to bore you to tears.
In all fairness, I had to side slip quite a bit, and just drop her down, cut the power back, and just let her drop.
Just read the comments here. Brandon asks, or Brandon Cobble Cup 2. Brandon asks, do you think I should reinstall Microsoft Flight Simulator? I have an RTX 3060. And I've not played it since I had GTX 950. I actually rebuilt my entire PC. I flattened the whole thing only a few weeks ago. Took a long time to get everything back up because it's streaming on it as well. It was a nightmare for me. But the reason I did it is because I only have Flight Sim on the computer at the moment. And that's all. And I had other stuff on, and there's defrags the disk and all that kind of stuff. So I just cleaned it all out of all the other olds because software stays there and it's all around the place. So,
and I'm coming.
It depends. It depends. I'm just answering. Sorry, Karen Clint. Just want to answer this. So it depends. I certainly do. From every year or so, I flatten my machine, and if I'm having problems, especially, I flatten it and build it up again, and it's nice and clean. I might actually end up doing that for another subscriber this week. It looks like he's having problems, and he's coming down to me. I know him. It's a friend of mine, and I'm going to clear his computer for him. Perpetual Amiga has subscribed with Prime, and they've subscribed for 4 months. Thank you very much, Perpetual Amiga. Much appreciated, and welcome, as always. Sorry, Karen Clink, I interrupted you there.
No,
I'm going to talk to you when I'm taking off.
I'm just coming here behind you with my 28, so just so that you see that I'm not cheating.
It's your 28?
PA 28.
Ah, I see you. Yes, there he is.
Yeah.
There he is. There he is. Oh, you've got the white livery on.
Yeah.
Very nice. So, yeah. Okay, cool. Right, you ready?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, we're going to go again.
10 flaps.
Fuel's going to run out. I'm going to get myself into trouble. I better get high as quick as I can. Pun not intended. Brakes are off.
I'm going to go for 10,000 feet, I think.
I'm going to get as high as I can. Well, I've got field situation here. I'm going to leave the flaps up because we have a nice long runway and we're quite low. The mixture is fully rich. And let's go. Full power. And off we go. Feet on pedals.
Okay,
Center line.
There we go.
We're going again, folks. For the next leg, Colonel Clink's amazing flight plan. Ah! Oh, off the center line, off the center line.
You're all over the shop, like, you know?
All over the shop.
A drone flyer.
Skittish, maybe. Oh,
No,
okay. Do you know what happened there?
No.
Ooh. The nose wheel just came up there a little bit, and I couldn't steer. And that's why on the big jets, they push forward on the stick, don't they? Until rotation comes. There you go. Where are we going now, Oisk says? We are going now to
Tango Juliet. Okay, so I'm altitude set, and I'm gonna set it to nav, and I let it do its navi thing.
We're going to fix. Hang on, where are we going currently? It seems to stop at waypoint 1.
No, it's like we're going now from Tango Romeo to Tango Juliet.
Oh, I'm going the wrong way. Victor November Tango Juliet.
Yeah.
Well, that's the one. So we've got it looks like we got a bit of a ridge to get over here.
Yeah.
I'm going to find out how high that is now in a second.
I don't think it's 15,000 feet.
No, I don't think so. That was tough. Fuel could run out now at any moment in the left tank, and then I'm left with the right tank. Now, I did a review of this aircraft, and there is an option on the PA-28 on most aircraft. There's the Thunderflies there. You'll see all these lights here? They're the Thunderflies. Okay, look them up. They do formation flying, and it looks great. There they all there. There they are there now. So, next leg. Let's get the autopilot on quick and fast, and stop my flip-flopping around. What is that? There we go. Okay. So we want a heading of east. Heading to the east. And that is Alex Cuted as follows. Alex, welcome. Welcome to the madness, Alex. Welcome to the madness. Usually, at the minute, Colonel Craig, here's what I'm taking, right? I stream on Sundays with yourself,
Yeah.
2100 hours Irish time, okay?
Yeah.
And I'm kind of thinking, you know, okay, I do the YouTube videos. This is for September 1st. I'm going to stream a lot more.
Okay.
Do you know? I'm thinking of streaming a lot more, and then, you know, lots of short videos. Like, here's how to work the autopilot of the DC-6. 2-minute videos. Do you know?
Yeah.
Lots of those. Factual stuff. A bit of fun. We'll see how time works out, because I did a video yesterday, and it took 2 days. And 1 day was pretty much waiting for it to render. Wait, because it's 4K. you know, it's 4K on YouTube. Waiting for it to, and the other day, you know, then the next day was upload. So we'll see how it pans out. It'll be full time, so you know, I might be streaming a little bit more, and I think I'll have little sections. Like I'm thinking, I do the jets one day,
Yeah.
you know, and then I learn more about the jets, and then I can pass it on to everybody else, hopefully. Then maybe another day I'll do the challenges. You know, mix it up a bit.
Yeah. Now, one of the things which I found out about is Autopilot. So it doesn't have an altitude setting, right? But it has a vertical speed setting. So I can set the vertical speed, and with that I can go and climb. But then I have to set the vertical speed to whatever I want. If that makes any sense.
You mean with the trim wheel?
No. It's like there's with well, I do it with the SciTech thingy, so I can't set the altitude,
okay.
but I can set the altitude, but it doesn't care about that.
Okay. Now I'm on the altitude on heading mode. I'm going to intercept that line. Let's see if nav will work again for me. It's raining, folks. It's raining.
Do you have live weather on?
No, I did set showers though.
Oh, okay. Because
it's on now.
I did have initially live weather on, and it was technically unflyable, if that makes any sense.
It is. It is. There's the fireflies, folks. I'll zoom up to them here, right? There is the fireflies. So, sometimes it's like 8 or 9 of them. Alex Hughes would follow it, and then just now, the golden goose. That's, I can tell that's an Irish person, right? I'll tell you why. I think that's an Irish person, the golden goose. Because Irish people go, the dog is going down the stairs. That's that. So that becomes a dat. That is the way you do it. Do you know? So he's saying the golden goose. I'm guessing the golden goose. So that's why I think he's Irish. Because they don't say that. They say dat. I do it all the time as well. I don't even know it. Yep. I can't catch up with the boys. So let's increase the speed of the camera to that. And there we go. Let's catch up with them whilst we're flying along. Gripson, please change fuel tanks, buddy. No! Oh God, I could
Are you one of those people who flies on a single fuel tank all the time?
Well, we're going to see what happens. Also, I am going to crash. I'm going to crash, folks. I'm not climbing. That's what happens when you go out to look at the thunderflies. Please change the tanks, Robbie says. And I'm going, no. Nope. On the left tank. Now. Oh yeah, that brings me back to what I was saying. I need to climb. I got full power on. I need to trim a little bit. No, so that's the thunderflies again. So, this guy here, the auto fuel selector, I don't like putting that on. That's a simulated thing because you get into bad habits then.
Ooh.
Right? You get into bad habits and it does it for you. And then if you get into the real thing, you might forget. So that's why I don't like having those on. I'm not going to make it over this hill, it looks like. I'm going to have to switch off the autopilot. Did I take all the flaps up? I did. Jesus, I better have. No!
What you doing?
Man. I put all the flaps down at once. Interestingly enough, when that happened, folks, I could hear the drag, the sound of the drag. I'm trying to get this stable here. Let me just get this aircraft a little bit more stable. This is madness. Okay. Trim for 70 knots, and we get over that hill, and then I can go and look at the thunderflies. Trouble is happening. Yes, Boo Boo Auto Fuel Selector says Matt Sibley. 70 knots, 75 actually. This one's about 75 knots. Best VX, best rate of climb. There we go. that should kind of oscillate around 1775 now. I don't know if I have the power though. I'm not getting a good mixture. Well, I know, I guess, sorry, RPM. I'm not getting a good RPM. You know, it's okay. I know it's fine. Pitot heat is, I switched it on or off. Let's switch off the pitot heat and see if we get icing.
You know, when you climb drastically, the prop drops off, or the RPM drops off a wee bit because of the force on the prop.
Yep.
Okay, I'm just putting it a wee bit too much, putting it to the limit here.
I'm not going to make that hill, folks. Will I? I want to make it over the hill. I'm going to make it over the hill. VX, 65 knots. I'm going VX.
I'm just going to go and...
There goes the Thunderfly. See what control they have. Are really good. There's one... You'll see one flying behind them. Now, when I get it back into cruise, I'm going to show you... I'm going to jump out and show you them. You'll see one flying behind them. That's someone... Anyone can join the Fireflies. And that's someone trying to keep up with them. And they get better and better and better. We made it over the hill, folks. We did. Jacob is here. He says, hey all, how's it going? How goes it? It's good. We're doing well. We're going to run out of fuel though.
Again?
I am. Yeah. I don't know what I'm like. I don't know.
Okay, I can't make it straight over the hill, so I fly around the hill a wee bit.
Let's try nav here now. See if it captures that. So I've got full power. I'm going to run out of fuel on the left tank a moment very soon. Unusable fuel of these, if I remember, was about 2.5 gallons. Looks like we're at 5 now in the left tank. The right tank has lots of fuel. It's got 11 or 12 gallons. The aircraft has no, it's good. It's going well. The autopilot's going well. I got full power. I've leaned the bejesus out of the aircraft with the mixture. So we're getting all we can get. We're getting about 700 feet a minute. Now, in the real aircraft, you won't get 700 feet a minute this high.
No.
Right? Because it's not a new aircraft. But when Just Flight, those Fireflies, when Just Flight make this, they have to take the data from somewhere, don't they? So they take it from a new aircraft, from a new Lycoming 160 horsepower engine, as it would have come out of the factory and as it's written in the book. So you won't get the same performance in real life. And that's fine. That's the way it is. So that's how they get all their performance figures. It's all science. It's all science. Let's answer a few questions. Issue Jake 2174 says, can't wait, Microsoft launches on the Xbox on Tuesday. And you can already download it. Yes, I've been trying to get my hands on an Xbox for some time. And I can't get it. Just so I have it for the channel, I can't get an Xbox. But it's the same thing. Now, the good news about an Xbox, apparently, Kern Klink, right?
Yeah.
Is that you can use a keyboard and mouse on it.
Oh, okay.
And some of the controllers that you can use for a PC. Like the honeycomb ones and all that kind of stuff. So that's the good news about the Xbox. And I've been trying to get an Xbox. I can't get the controllers and I can't get an Xbox, but I will have it. There, folks, is the Fireflies. Are the Fireflies. And who are with us in the Fireflies? We have Call Fork has joined the Fireflies. He's getting better now, look. He's getting much better. Steve Soto UK, Mart 362. We have Nelson Lake 847 and HCBR 1100 at the moment. Is that the feature in one of those jets as well? Is he no, he hasn't. He's following along in the Warrior. Happy days. I'm going to go back and see if I'm still alive. I'm still alive. The engine's still running. Momentarily, I'm going to run out of fuel. But all I'm going to do is switch tanks. And then the big problem comes when I make it with the rest of the remaining fuel. And if I do have an engine failure, will I find somewhere to land? I don't know. I might make it. I don't know. I really don't know. How much further have we got to go? I'm still climbing. I should take a bit of power back, actually. I don't need to climb that much. We have got 10 nautical miles to go to the next airfield. So I suppose I should start descending. Yes, let's start descending. So I'll take the power back. I'll trim nose forward a bit. I'll get rid of that view there so I can get a feel for what's happening. Now I'm just trimming it because the autopilot's doing the nav. Oh, I better come right down actually. I better come right down. I think I'll descend at about 18 knots. And I actually, do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get the flaps out early so I can descend faster while it's in the white arc. There we go. There's a big group of people ahead of me. And we're still flying with the nav. And I want to get down now in time. So we've got 70 knots. Happy days. And we keep coming down with that. The danger is I could run out of fuel. Look at the fuel gauge here. Look at the fuel gauge. I could, you know, better be quick, you know. Oh, so let's have a look outside at the nice view. I know I have to get some buttons organized instead of having to get that menu up and destroying the immersion. There we go. Now the engines of this aircraft, the sound of this aircraft, should I say, is brilliant. Even when I pan around, I can hear it in my headset. The difference, the sound of the air going over the airfoils, you know. The sounds are much improved now from the last Just Flight aircraft I've seen. I don't know, have they done something different? They must have. So some little things I noticed that the sounds are a bit better. I'm going into cloud. I'm going to build up some icing. And I got to lower another stage of flaps to get us down quicker. I'm going to trim forward a little bit because that brings the nose up. And we're going to come down at about 75 knots. So there we go. Hopefully that'll do it. We're 7 miles away. I might be too high. Again. Oh, I'm getting some ice in the airframe. Oh, bother. Also, I have the pitot heat. Oh, no, I want it off. Thank you. I know I'm doing everything backwards. I'm doing everything wrong. On purpose. Do you hear the wind kind of rustling by? I love that. So we're out of the clouds now. Where is this airfield? I don't know what to expect. I don't know how high it is. Oh, we're doing okay. It's quite high. It's on a hill. What have we prepared for us this time, Colonel Klink?
No, it's easy.
I'm taking the flaps away. I'm retrimming the aircraft until I get eyes on the airfield. Matt simply says it's about 7,500 feet. Excellent. So about 1,000 feet above. Well, 500 feet above. Big difference. I just can't see it yet because the clouds are obstructing my view. So it's nice to know the autopilot works. Quite realistically, I have to say, these old autopilots, you know, if it's not just Flight for having problems with the autopilot, it's you got to capture it really well. You got to get on that line and then it'll follow it, nav and heading. So it's great. Everything works in this, Colonel Klink. Oh,
yeah, no, it does exactly as it says on the tin.
And I'm wondering, you know, it's a study level airplane, would you say?
Pretty much, yeah.
I would say, you know, what does that mean though? Study level aircraft. It means you can study the real thing. You can do ILS approaches manually. You can do VOR holds on this. You can do all the procedures of IFR. The autopilot, well, it depends on what type of autopilot is installed.
I think I see the airfield between the clouds.
I think I do too. Actually, I should switch off all the tags. Now, there we go. But I see the lights of everybody else. Oisk is in the Arrow Turbo.
Nice. How does that behave at that altitude? Like, I mean, the like in all fairness, the Warrior, I wouldn't take at that altitude in the mountains. That would be foolish.
No, I wouldn't be wanting. I wouldn't want to take an arrow. Now here's the danger now. I'm descending into cloud towards the hill.
Okay,
and I'm guessing with my GPS where it is.
I have
where the
the
runway
airfield
is.
in sight.
And that is dangerous.
I see it, and there's a big cloud in the way of it. So we fly around it and we just approach it slightly differently.
Yeah. So now, of course, I'm saying to myself, oh, I can see the hill. Let's switch off the autopilot. Yes. No, I did not. Off of the autopilot. So the danger is you kind of, you know, you could go into another bit of cloud and you're gone again. And I've got to go over this hill first. This is tricky. I still haven't changed the fuel tanks.
Have you not?
No, and we're still going. If you know, still going. Still going on the left tank. We're running on fumes though.
Okay, cut the power back. I think I leave the mixture where it is. A wee bit more on the richer side. Second notch of flaps.
Where is? Oh, there's the runway there. Wow, there you go. I just right on top of that hill. Look. Eyes going around. Eyes going around. There's all the boys lined up. Look at you all there. That looks really cool. There's everybody lined up there. See that? I have an audience. I'm going to come back and runway 25. Runway 25. We're going to do a teardrop-like turn onto the runway. And let's see if I can actually do this.
Okay,
so I will do touch and go here.
Let's go on center line.
Swing it around here.
Happy days.
Oh. Very dodgy flying. Very dodgy. Very, very dodgy. Too dodgy. Too dodgy. I'm gonna yeah, okay. Let's just be really bold. Let's be very bold. Can I get it down? Side slipping. 70 knots. Oh god, when I stop towards the end. Will I stop towards the end? Firm landing. Don't do floaties. No floaties. But look. Firm landing. Firm landing. When I stop. Very naughty. Oh, slippy, slidey. I'd like to hear some sounds from the wheels.
Does it do it?
No. Not yet. It'll happen. It's probably a thing. But that was very so fast, crazy madness. It had to happen. I had to go around into the clouds. Yeah, that's how accidents happen in the real world. But no, not the flight simulator. So yeah, I love the way the clouds just appeared over the runway there.
Yeah, it's like there's a wee funky cloud there. This runway is very weird, very bright for me. Anyway, it's like a white stripe.
It is. I just came right over the hill. I need to get a button for all this stuff here. See, I claim. So, folks, what I did is I kind of looked at the GPS. I said, "Oh, I've got to get over this hill, and the runway's on the other side." So I came up over the hill, and then just as I got over, the runway's right there. So it is big. It's a thick runway. It's
yeah.
It's got girth. It's wide.
It's like
it looks stunning. It looks absolutely stunning. Look at that.
Yeah.
Is it choppy for you guys at home? That is an interesting runway. Good choice, Cardinal Clink. This could be one of those airfields for, you know, getting those jets in and seeing if you can stop in time.
Maybe.
I don't see any buildings. It must be villages. It probably service. If we're in, you know, it probably services the whole population of the hill people that live there.
Yeah.
There are the thunder. Is that Thunderflies again? Who's this?
So
is
what do we
this?
have fuel-wise? We have less than 10 gallons in every tank. So anyway, this is going to be the final leg to Parrot. Yeah. Anyway,
How many miles is that? 59 nautical miles. Is it?
60 miles. Yeah.
Oh, yes. So this is where, when I make it, I don't know. I don't know if I'll make it. Now the fuel is going to run out of the left at any point. I know I'm not changing tanks on purpose because I want to see how, if I can get out of it. Yeah, you change fuel tanks every half an hour. Or by the PH. Okay, anyway, so are we ready to go? I'm just going to, actually, can I just, before I go, right? I'm going to see, I'm not going to get any, this simulates, aircraft simulates, it does simulate a carb plug failing, current link. Yeah, that's what they say. So I think I've been running with such a lean mixture. Oh.
Okay, let's
such
do
a
that.
lean mixture.
Bring
I
up
don't
to
know.
1800 RPM.
So it does drop as normal.
Brakes are on.
Look at here.
1800 RPM. There we are.
It works, but I haven't got any car.
Check the right, Mac. And she drops normally. Bring it back to
okay,
both.
and it's going to take off. So
check
but
left.
I always try to avoid it. I don't know how you induce it really. I know, you know, various different reasons, which mixture, etc. But yeah, it'll happen one day. It'll happen. Airspeed's alive.
Right, so
We're going.
Anyway,
Whoa.
brakes are loose. Full power.
Oh. Airspeed is quite insignificant.
Airspeed is
Oh, I'm in
alive.
trouble. Why is it big? Have I got all the flaps down? Oh, no wonder. Yeah, be wise to make sure your flaps aren't hanging out. See that?
50 knots.
It won't take off with full flaps, folks. No siree. Not at this altitude. It won't take off with full flaps. I find it interesting the way you don't have any... You're flying with a mouse. And I find it interesting how your motor, and the real thing, your motor memory works. Now, in a bit of trouble. I'm at 60 knots. I got full power on. And I'm trying to get out of here. I think I'll make it. We're okay. I'll close the old window there. No, close it. Don't open it again. We're over the hill. And we're golden. Let's get the autopilot on. I'm going to get high as I can. Heading book is good. Heading please, and autopilot on. It's very aggressive. Okay, we're on heading, and I'm going to go to nav, seeing as we're pretty much close to our capture. And oh.
Okay, so I have to do a wee bit of a turny here. Otherwise I won't get over the hill.
No, I'm just watching everything because it's a very dodgy flight, folks. Speed is, performance is poor. The autopilot, I'm not quite used to. It's not capturing. It's not capturing. It's not very good at capturing the GPS. Basically, what I'm doing is I'm flying it like. I'm doing that. That's what I'm doing.
So
Flying
over
like
the
I
hill.
stole it.
We over the hill
Yep.
now. Happy days. And we keep climbing on 500 feet, and we put the nav on, and we put the autopilot on, and that should be doing the trick now. Bring us back to the
Yep.
magenta line.
I just want to get a gradual climb going here because I know I'm more than likely run out of fuel. I can't believe I haven't run out of fuel on the left side yet. It's bizarre. I didn't really do any numbers on it, but we're still probably just on the edge of unusable fuel.
Oh, what is it doing? What is it doing now? Now it's going all crazy on me.
Your autopilot.
Yeah.
There we go. That's a better view. It's very warm still. Where you are, if you're in the UK, around this part of the world, you're suffering as well with the heat.
Okay, so
it's very sticky and hot.
I have icing going on. That's why it went all weird.
Davo says, Gripperson, we need more channels in the Discord. Only you can do that at the moment. Okay, I have to look into more channels and what they mean, Davo. I know it's terrible. I don't know Discord that well. Send me a note. I'll have to look into that. More channels? What does that mean, Davo, more channels? Make someone an admin. Okay, Davo. Okay, I can arrange that. I can arrange that. Let me take a note. Would you be interested in channel Davo? Just let me know. What does that mean? Another channel. How does that work? Colonel Kingston trouble.
Oh yeah, big time. Controls are all over the place.
Because you're trying to get the autopilot?
No, it's autopilot is off, and it's just put me into a bank, and I couldn't get out of it. But I recovered. I have all sorts of other problems now.
Okay.
But that's different.
They're like rooms, Davo, and rooms and more rooms mean we can fit more people in the rooms. See, I don't really know. YouTube, I kind of know. I can now stream. I can stream now, but all the other stuff that comes with it. You've got Twitch, you've got Twitter, you've got YouTube, you've got Instagram, you've got Discord. If you look at 2 Tons' page, he has pages for VR, etc. Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay, Davo, I'll do that. DVH's channels are like topics. Screenshots for you. Okay, Davo, great. So if I do that, make you indeed future admin. If you'd accept, you don't have to. Don't worry about it. Don't think you have to do stuff. Let me know if you don't want to do that. Davo and Deep Future, and you can set up the rooms. Call Fork as well. Likes text channels, voice channels. Okay, Call Fork and Call Fork, if you'd like to. So between the 3 of you, right? Davo says sure. I'll do that, Ben. Thank you. What I'll do, Ben, let me put the 3 in here, because I think I have those 3 guys as in there as moderators, and we'll see where we put you. Keep reminding me though about you, because I forget. You know what I'm like. Get busy during the week. Oh, who's that beside me? So so you need to be administrators. Okay. Noted and written down in the book of wisdom. Yes. So murder, death, kill. I'm in a very dodgy place. I haven't run out of fuel in the left engine and the left tank yet. Still going. I'm climbing at 400 feet a minute, which I'm happy with. I'm quite happy with that. I'm going to get as high as I can go. I'm going to keep an eye on the mixture, though. Right? So to keep an eye on the mixture. 24. If I just lean a little bit more. Any better? A little bit better there. Very slowly. Now it's come back, so I'll go forward again. Okay. So that's as good as I can get with the mixture and saving fuel. All the flaps are up. If I could, I'd chop those wheels off, causing drag, folks. These wheels causing so much. Oh, jeeper. What the deuce? Okay. There's everyone there behind. Mostly everybody. And it's going. I'm still alive. I haven't crashed yet. I haven't done anything too foolish, except refusing to switch from one tank to the other. Is the aircraft kind of leaning a bit now? Probably is. Let's say the autopilot's having difficulty because there's a fuel imbalance now over 5 gallons on the side. So that's, you shouldn't run more than in balance of 5. Is it 5 gallons? Yeah, it's 5 gallons for sure. So we have Badger Cowboy, Josie Jacob, Copper Hat, Samuel Margot, KJLP, Stenman, Colonel Clink, Rhodes is with us again, and Maverick. As a few, there's Thunderflies coming up behind me. Watch this. Oh, look here, they're coming up behind. Day is coming up behind, folks. Have a look at this. Here they come, here they come, here come the Thunderflies. And fly by.
Okay, so I'm back. So what actually happened was I had a bit of icing going on, and that made the autopilot go all bananas.
Now I'm on the Thunderflies. They are flying. Look at that. That is just brilliant.
Okay.
They got their air brakes out. They've got their air brakes out, and they're flying really well. They just to prove, you know, over time, because they practice so much. And it looks like they're changing formation there. That's stunning. Doesn't that look cool, folks? That takes, you know, I was texting them once on, was it Discord? I was texting them, or communicating with them, and they said some people don't have a VR headset. So you try doing that on a computer screen. Formation flying like that. That is tricky. Because I tried it with them. Now, the reason the camera's going all over the place is because it's quite sensitive. I'm using the Xbox controller, trying to keep up with them. But that is absolutely stunning. It really is. Isn't it?
Absolutely.
Fireflies. Oh. Oh, 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 oh. Very nice. Now, I've lost where I am.
Well, I'm trying to intercept the magenta line and then get back into relaxing mode.
Yeah, my airplane's down a steep turn to the right. The autopilot has lost the plot.
Yeah.
The RPM has died. And do you know why the autopilot's gone crazy?
You lost your fuel.
Whilst I was looking at the Thunderflies.
Yeah.
The fuel, the aircraft stalled.
Oh.
And yeah. And that's what happened. So, so now I'm going to put it on to the right tank. That's all I'm going to do, because if the prop's still spinning, I don't have to go for the motor. And it does do that in Flight Sim. I don't know. It's one of those Flight Sim things. Hopefully one day they'll fix that. So listen to the engine now and put it to the right tank. Oh. Oh, they've modelled. Now, interesting. So I'm switching to the right tank, which is full. Right. Although the prop is spinning, let us see if I lower the nose and get it to start itself. Because if you... That's not working either. So they're making you go for this. There. Right. Wow. Just Flight have really spent a lot of time with this. So let me tell you what happened there, right? They have simulated the prop stopped spinning.
Oh.
Although the animation spins the prop. So if you run out of fuel, or if you starve the engine of fuel, the prop will just come to a stop, right? And then you can dive down, and the air force itself will start to spin the prop if you don't have a starter motor. And then the prop will turn, and then it kicks in. Does that make sense? I know someone who did that once. Yeah, I won't go into that, but yeah. So, or I could have just started the engine with the magnetos. I just wanted to see that. That's interesting. That's really... is that a Just Flight thing or a Flight Sim thing? I don't know, but it's absolutely brilliant either way. So that's some of the things you don't look for in a Flight Simulator, is it?
No, not really, no.
You don't look for that kind of stuff. Josie says, "You're crashing, Gripper!" Because he's flying alongside. He's going, "What are you doing? You're crashing!" Am I going the wrong way?
I don't know. I'm on the magenta line now, so which is good. Which is heading...
Oh, I'm going the wrong way. I'm I'm going the wrong way.
Of 102. So 102 should bring you back to them. Are you going completely the wrong way, or what you doing?
Yeah, it's going because what happened is it stalled and turned, and the autopilot was going crazy. Because I was busy watching the thunderflies, and that's when that engine ran out of fuel. Full power. So I'm back on course again.
So what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna go a
How do
bit
you
in the
last?
shallows climb of about 200 feet now to gain a wee bit of speed.
So we're back in the game. I'm gonna go for full power from now on.
I haven't been up full power because I'm climbing all the time.
Yeah, I'm gonna be on full power now because I've loads of fuel left, and I want to see if the T's and P's increase quite a bit. The temperature here, the oil temperature. We'll see how that goes. So full power in a climb. I'm gonna get the autopilot sorted out now when I get onto the magenta line, and I'm gonna run full power and see if the temperature rises.
So
in any fashion.
I just switched my fuel tanks, and that is all good. Temperature stays pretty stable. Fuel pressure stays stable. It's actually, let me switch on the fuel pump and see if the. No, it's like even if you switch on the auxiliary fuel pump, like the fuel pressure needle should go a wee bit to the right, and she doesn't. Doesn't twitch. Okay, so that does nothing.
That was Joe. I think it's Joe Mayo. Joe Mayo. I know I haven't pronounced it correctly, but welcome to the stream. I just ran out of fuel there on one side in the engine, and which I did on purpose because you can switch from one tank to the other in the aircraft. Fuels of the wings. And whilst I was outside looking at the thunderflies, the aircraft was crashing. So I jumped in. So that's fascinating. So yeah, I'm still in danger of running out of fuel. We've got 45 miles to go. I think actually, I got 10 gallons on the right side. It's not going to burn it from memory more than 8 an hour, full power. So we're going to get there this time.
So it's 40 miles to go. That is about 40 odd minutes.
Get the autopilot again. I'm just going to set my heading book to there. Get on that heading, and I'm going to activate the autopilot on the heading book first, just so I can look at the comments, because I'm ignoring the comments a little bit too much. I'm going to make sure headings on, activate the autopilot on, and let's see if it captures that, and it is. We're getting very close now to our nav, so I'm going to activate the nav now and capture the nav on the GPS, the magenta line, and we're good. So happy days. I just need to climb, so I'm going to trim. The trim here, by the way, and this is down here between the seats. Just me put the control volume back. Trim's in between the seats here. So if I trim back, you'll see it moving. It does move a little bit slow, but okay. But that's the trim wheel. And a little bit too much trimming. The trim wheel itself, if I want to be a pig on the Just Flight, it moves too slowly compared to the real thing. But that's not a big deal. Who's looking at that? You're going to have a control for that. So am I going to get over this hill? Okay, so let's see if we can get 65 knots. It's oscillating now. I don't like that. Stop oscillating. Give me a steady climb at 65, please. Trim. I've yoked the yoke, and the trim wheel is on top of the stick. Oh, there goes the fireflies. There we go, about 65, full power. We have 2400 RPM, and we're getting 500 feet a minute. We'll probably make it over that hill, I'd say. I would say we would.
Oh, I get icing again.
Ooh.
My windscreen starts to ice over.
Who would like to see icing? Anybody like to see icing? Anybody? Anybody like to see the effects of icing if I change the weather?
Sorry, I'm just just going outside just to see if I see icing on the airframe, but no, I just see icing on the windscreen for some bizarre reason.
Oh, it's not modelled on the air on the leading edge of the wing.
Well, not that I see. Like, well, I
Let's
didn't
get some
have
eye
a
candy
choice
going.
because
I'm just
I
gonna-
have a wide airframe.
Okay.
So, you know, white ice crystal on a white airframe, it's like not very. But as I'm doing this, I'm looking at the cowl, like, you know, and you see a wee bit of the schmutz of the bugs and all that sort of stuff.
Very well detailed. I'm just going to take my face off momentarily so you can see the eye candy. Move the camera around a bit. Yeah, it's like every time, folks, right? Every time I have Flight Sim going, I'm just amazed at how they do the scenery for the whole planet. You know? So we've got about 50 nautical miles to go. What's the name of the airport, Colonel Clink, we're going to?
Paro.
Paro. We're going to Paro in Nepal. It's still in Nepal, isn't it?
No,
Not
it's
in India.
It's in Bhutan.
Bhutan. Okay, so we've come out of Nepal.
Yeah.
I'm climbing as high as I can. Let me read the comments there.
I think like I'm at 14,000 feet now, and I think I'm gonna level out at 14,500.
Jacob K Live says, Grippersim, have you considered adding something like Nightbot to Twitch? So instead of sending the Discord link, you should do Discord or something just to make it easier. If you're interested, I'd be happy to show you how it works. Sure, Jacob K Live. I looked into it and I saw there was programming involved. And I was going, really? They're going to make you write scripts for this kind of stuff? Eh? You see, the thing with me, folks, is with regards to Discord, I'm spending an awful lot of my time. Like, I spent 2 full days making that last video. 2 full days. And I'm not spending enough time figuring out Discord and all that kind of stuff. So I'm going to just write that down, Jacob K Live. I don't want to ask people to do it either, but I don't want to waste all my time trying to figure it out either. Davos says, easy for you, Gripper, you're a Unix man. I used to be. It's funny with Unix. You know, kind of don't really... You forget stuff, but it comes back much, much quicker. I still have my notes and all the stuff I learned. I used to keep notes, so because, you know, you forget stuff as well. And I have them all, believe it. It's sad, isn't it, really? But I just don't want to. I want to get this... I want to stream more. But yes, I look into that for sure.
It's actually nice, like, you know, when you pull the carb heat, like, you know, you hear actually the engine RPM dropping.
Oh, Jacob K Live says, just to put a name on the name, we were emailing about the A320. Yes, Jacob, because you got different names for different things. Jacob K Live, everybody, is making a Grippersim A320 livery.
Oh.
He's making the A320 livery, and he has it, Colonel Clink. There's pictures of what he's done so far on Discord.
Oh, nice.
So I'm letting him use, you know, of course I am. I want him to be free to come up with the designs himself, but it looked really good. It wasn't overkill. It looked really, really good. So I'm really looking forward to that, and we'll all be flying A320s.
Okay, so I leveled out here at 14,500 feet.
Will says, how about doing a round the world series? That has crossed my mind. Absolutely it has. Sorry, Colonel Click, I interrupted you there.
No, it's like I said, like, I leveled out here at 14,500 feet. I think that is high enough. And now I'm just gonna take the power back a wee bit, like, you know, set it in a cruise. Yeah. it really does behave like the real thing.
Oh, hang on. Jacob K Live. Alright. Version 1.2 was uploaded yesterday. Here's the Gripper Sim livery. I didn't know it's up there already, Jacob K. And flightsim.to. Jacob K has done the A320neo livery 8K for the Gripper Sim livery. Wow. Jacob K, thank you so much. Can I give him bits? How do I do that? Look at that. That is brilliant. Let me look closer here. Oh, I can't zoom in. Can I zoom in? No, won't let me. Won't let me zoom in. Oh. That is really well and tastefully done, Jacob K. That is brilliant. I'm just showing everybody, Karen Klink, the livery he's done, because I want to do a series during the week of the Airbus. What is this? That looks great, Jacob K. It really does.
Where is it on flightsim.to?
Yeah. It's called Gripper Sim. Just search Gripper Sim. So now, thanks to Jacob K Live, everybody. I'm going to have a day in the week as well where I'm going to do the Airbus and do trips on that, and you can all follow along. Back to the eye candy, that's brilliant news. I'm delighted. That was absolutely stunning. I'm delighted now. I looked into doing deliveries myself and I go, oh wow, that's a lot to it. There's a lot to it. So yes, my plans are, I think, September 1st, I'm doing some... Here's how it works, folks, right? I'm on YouTube. Now, I'm still learning. But this is what I've been doing. Videos take 2 days, and I always want it out on Friday at about 5 o'clock. So when you get home, you've got it for Friday evening, for the weekend. But what happens is, I go and make the video, and I get very adventurous with it, with all the camera angles and stuff, and it takes a long time. And you run out of time and you get stressed out, because you're running out of time. And then you put out the video and you're not very happy with it, but it's got to get out for Friday at 5 o'clock, and it never really works. Because I only got 2 days to make it, right? If that even. So you're up till all hours of the night. So you do that every week and you get stressed out every week. So what you do is, apparently, you batch them. Now, when I say batching, I want to come out immediately with new stuff. Like this one here, the Just Flight. I got it only day before yesterday, and ran with it as fast as I could, but with as much quality as I could put in for 2 days. And that's fine. But I want to have videos done, like tutorials and interesting stuff, fun stuff, you know. So if I'm doing a video on something, I can then post, and if there's nothing new out that's just come out, I can post the other video and keep working on the other one. So I'm not under stress and pressure.
Oh, yeah. That is very, very wise. Like, that's a really wise idea.
Yeah.
I'm just looking here at the moment, like at the scenery, like, you know, and it's just fantastic.
It's just stunning. I had flyby there, just with the fireflies, it just looked brilliant.
Where are you actually? Where's Gripper Sim? It's not in front of me. Ah, he's in the back.
I'm in the back because I went around in circles. Oh, the camera's gone. I went around. I always forget the camera. I left it up too long there. There's my face. There's my face again. Yep. Face. The good old face there. It's nice to have a face. That is March 362 has just followed March. I'm delighted you're all following. We have a few followers today, and we've a few. Let me just go back there and read the list from today. We have 2 hours ago, Shallow Depth resubscribed. tier 1 for 4 months. And he says, hi Gripper, hope you're well, mate. Thank you very much, Shallow Depth, for resubscribing. It really bucks me up. Gary Gamer UK has followed as well. Valney has followed. That rings a bell, Valney. Seller Callum Reckless 1 followed. Tiberius62 followed. Armand followed. Brendan something. I'll call you Brendan. Brendan Cobb B2 has followed. Novatron, second, that's easy for me. Novatron has also followed. Monkey Butt Lara or Lacra has followed. Blackford B, Petual Amiga, resubscribed Prime for 4 months. Then we've got Alex Cuted, and then the Golden Goose. That's the Irish guy saying, because Irish guys go duh. They don't go the, like the rain. The rain is terrible, they'll say. That's why I think he's Irish. Joey Manu has also followed. March 362 then followed. And then just there now, Schrodinger's equation. Oh, Schrodinger's equation. Very clever. We've got a scientist among us, folks. We are honoured, Schrodinger's equation, to have you as one of our numbers, as a follower. Also, guys, the Fireflies, just a beautiful flybys with a beautiful. Hang on. Beautiful flybys by the Thunderflies. I couldn't get it out. I just couldn't get it out. Tiberius62 has subscribed to Tier 1. Tiberius62, thank you very much. I hail you. We all hail you. We all hail you. Yeah, so Tiberius, I have to say to all of you, I'm going to do a bit more streaming. And do the YouTube. Streaming's a bit more relaxing. You know? It really is. And look at the weather's changed now. It's all dark and gloomy and cloudy, and I haven't looked inside for a while to see where I am. I better. Where's everybody else? Activate the screen. There's the Fireflies in a bunch. Bunker Titan. I see Bunker Titan over the distance. I haven't seen Bunker Titan for a while. Excellent. And there's someone down there. Is Vruden Vranks with us? Brilliant. I hope he is. And there's everybody ahead. And I'm Paddy last. There's Tiberius62 there now. Just there now. Tiberius, brilliant. There is Tiberius. What's he flying? Let's go and investigate Tiberius and see what he's flying, shall we?
I think I'm gonna get you a cup of tea when I arrive. I put the kettle on.
There's Fireflies there. Oh, it's gloomy up here, folks. There's Rhodes 82. Have I got the camera full speed? I'm miles behind everybody. I'm always Paddy last because bad things happen. Drone speed would be nicer at 100%. I want to get buttons for that zooming thing. I'll have to figure that out. There's a lot to figure out. I have a Stream Deck. It's a box of buttons basically, and you can program them to do anything. It's really good, a Stream Deck. By the way, folks, right? By the way, if you look at Stream Deck, if you're not sure of it, if you want, and I should have done this ages ago. A Stream Deck is for streamers, Karen Clink, right? I don't know if you saw. I'll have to have you over. There is Tiberius flying. He's flying the Baron, is he? Oh. The camera work is shocking. Tiberius is flying the Baron, yeah. Brilliant. Nice livery. Very nice. So Tiberius, welcome. Welcome to the madness. Now, sorry, Stream Deck. A Stream Deck, I could have it doing this now. Because someone said to me, you're breaking the immersion by doing all this and showing it to everybody. I don't know. But, okay, it's a fair point. So I could have buttons for anything. So I could, like for example, I've set up the button here for, you'll see there, ooh, yeah, I'm in trouble. Icing. So you can see there, I'm just pressing a button, so I don't have to go through the menu system, and I got to do more of that, and that's going to happen. So brilliant. You can never have too many buttons. So, am I in trouble here? I have full power. I'm at 70 knots. I'm at 17,250 feet with full power, and I'm getting icing. Now, interestingly enough, the pitot tube is off. What is it? It's on.
So,
Huh.
so if you're at full throttle,
is off. Yeah.
if you're at full throttle, what airspeed do you get?
70 knots.
70 knots. Okay.
Yeah.
And what ground speed?
Ground speed is... Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, I get you. Ground 96 knots.
It's like
So,
because I'm cruising here at about 75% throttle at 14,600 feet at the moment, right? And I have about 78 indicated and do about 100 on the ground.
Well, what happens when your pitot tube is blocked? It just goes to zero, as you know, current click.
Yeah.
The airspeed goes to zero. It's a static port that gets blocked. That's just going to keep the altitude you were at. The static port is what measures your altitude and the density and pressure and stuff like that in the air around you. So, yeah, it didn't block up yet. There's nothing on the airframe, it's just on the windows. But I'm not in thick cloud either, you know.
Yeah, no, it's like I was looking at it early on. I didn't see anything at the airframe either, like, you know, and I wasn't sure if that was just that I didn't see it because I have like a white livery, like, you know, you can't really see white snow on white lacquer.
Well,
Really
I've red in my wing, and there's none here either. But I'm not in thick cloud, do you know?
Yeah.
It's not really thick. I can see the ground. It's just a little bit of cloud. Maybe I'll put on cloud and see. Let's put on full cloud for the moment, folks. Right? Let's go in here and go. Let's say we're at this one here. Oh, what have I done here? I'll just go to storm. I'll go to snow. No, I want. Okay, we don't want storm because the autopilot won't handle that. I'm gonna rain. No, I want overcast. I want IF4. Okay, I'll go storm. Now we should get icing. Let's see how that sticks. We just put that out for a few minutes and see if any ice builds up at the leading edges. Probably fall out of the sky. Poor old autopilot won't handle it.
I never mind the autopilot. If you get ice on the wings, like, you know, there's no de-icing on the wings on a Warrior.
No.
There's no de-icing on the prop either.
So what would you do?
You have to go into warmer air, and
yeah,
that
so you
is
might have to
below. And the problem
hope to God you come out of it.
And there's mountains.
Yeah. Absolutely. You're dead right.
You're screwed.
So that's the danger. Do you go above it or below it?
Yeah.
Is there enough height below it? You know, it's a tricky one. Look at that. It's under storm. So now I'm trying to get icing and I can't. You know. Let's go to the weather again.
Try
okay,
snow. Try
know
snow. See what happens.
I'll go back to where I was. Scattered clouds. And I had precipitation on. We want clouds here. I want the coverage to be there. And that. Maybe a bit more. I want more clouds. Well, they are scattered, so let's change them to overcast. That's what I should have done from the very beginning. What on earth is I doing? Okay. Now, there we go. We're on seriously overcast clouds now. Another thing I do like about I noticed with the jets, Funny enough, it's not happening here. You can see in the jets that the aircraft kind of fades into the distance. It's not doing it here. It does with the big planes. I wonder why that is. But now we should get some icing. You know what I forgot though, folks? It would be useful if I had the temperature. If I reduce the temperature, that would help.
Yeah, it would help immensely.
That would be useful. So I was so high, I assumed. There we go. Now we're just a little bit below. Just a little bit, you know, just not too much.
It's like if you like ISO temperature, right? Then what altitude are you?
Yeah, it's got to be below. I just want to make it a bit colder.
It should be what 15 degrees, 10,000 feet, 2 degrees. So that should be minus 15 or something like that.
So on the ground now it's minus 0.5 NSL. So now I'm at, let's see the altitude I'm at now. I am at, that looks very scary. It looks scary, folks. I am at 18,000, I'm coming up to 18,000 feet now.
So do you get icing?
Hang on, is that? No, not yet. I can't seem to get the... No. Nope. No. So I'll have to look into that a bit further. Let's get back to the eye candy.
Okay, so
let's get back to... I think I had broken clouds with precipitation. I did fiddle with them a little bit. I made them higher. Top. There we go. That looks better. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we are high. Now, let's get rid of the icing. So let's figure out the temperature. I can't see a thing. Now it should melt because we're out of clouds, but we're still at, we're up high, so it's going to be cold. So, in how do we get rid of the ice? Well, how's the temperature gauge say here? It's just about minus. It's only minus 2.5 degrees now. So if I descend, let's say if it's 3 degrees, minus 3, I need to descend 6,000 feet to get to 0. So I need to descend maybe to below that. So let me have a think here. So what are we at? That looks to me, it's not very clear. That's minus 20. That's minus 10. So we're saying minus 8. So that we need to descend 4,000 feet. So if we descend to, let's say we're at 3,000 feet, we should start getting rid of the ice. So let's try that. So I'm going to take the power back. Let's take the power back and start a descent. Let's see how that works for us. There we go. In fact, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do a fast descent. We won't get below that now. Anyway, the point being, if I'm at icing at, you know, you get below the clouds to where the temperature is above 0. Simple as that. And then of course you got all the problems we previously discussed. Like, can you see the ground? You know, are you going to hit a mountain or a hill? All that kind of stuff. Now, I think I'll accelerate the whole process, because I'm behind everybody. So I'm going to lower the nose with the trim wheel and add a bit of power and get there, because I'm going to be paddy last here. So we're going to descend at maybe, I'll say, about 500 feet a minute. So I'm trimming it up now. I'm looking at the vertical speed indicator, which is here. I'm definitely going to go into the yellow arc. So I'm lowering the nose. I'm looking now inside here. So I'm going to see what this yellow dot gives me about there. And the speed's going to increase. Now, as I as I descend, see the nose is coming up all the time, and I'm applying forward pressure. That's because as I'm going faster, there's more of a down force of the tail. So I got to keep trimming until it's stable. Oh, looks. Oh, we're flying now. We are flying. Fuel is good. Loads of fuel. We've got 10 gallons. Have to trim a bit more. We're only going on 100 knots now. I wonder what that means. It's the old pitot heat. We're doing more than 100 knots, surely. Is the autopilot losing it? Oh no, it's just turning. Let's put on the carb heat anyway. I haven't done that for a while. I haven't got any carb icing yet. That should have frozen up very quickly. And pitot heat is on now. Yeah, I have to look into that. And I'm heading for the mountains. Matt Sibley is time to go to bed. He's got to go, but it's been good. Matt, you're probably gone. I'm sorry I missed that. I'll see you again. We'll see you. Going to send me time. The ice is melting. Slowly but surely. The temperature now should have... now we're above 0. We're about maybe 1 or 2 degrees. Brilliant. So we're now... That's why the ice is melting, so that works. Now I can level off here now, really, couldn't I? Because I've got rid of the ice, so I've got to level off. And trim it so we can level off. So that worked. That theory does work, but we're kind of close to the hills as well. And I wonder, is that a Microsoft thing? That was kind of on and off for a while, wasn't it?
Well, I'm not sure. I think on the I saw it on the Microsoft planes, like the Asoba planes.
Yeah.
It's like especially when you fly the TBM.
Mm-hmm.
And you see the icing on the wing surfaces. So that seems to be fine. I don't know if that is a Microsoft thing or if that is a Just Flight thing. So I'm not sure.
Yeah. Certainly is a long flight.
Yeah. I told you it's going to be long.
It
especially in a PA-28.
Especially PA-28. So let's have a look at more things about the PA-28. So we have lights. I showed that already. Let's put on the red light a little bit.
Bring it back to 75%
nice
now.
Flying. A nice red tint there. I don't like the look of that. I don't like the look of the red light, folks. Only at night time. Not quite night time yet. So good.
Switch to the right tank. Yes.
The nav 1 and nav 2. Brilliant. We all know this works. Right. There's the suction. Do we have any nav aids around here? I don't think so. Which I can't play with those. What else is here? I like the circuit breakers, so let me have a play with the circuit breakers. What is electric that isn't too... Oh, the fuel pump. There is a circuit breaker for the fuel pump. Lights. There is. So now I can tell by the amps, right? If I switch it on, hang on. Oh, that's the landing light. I switched it off. I'm looking at the amps here, right? So if I switch on the fuel pump, the amps should increase the amperage from the battery. So I switch it on. Okay, now we know it's working. You can't hear it because of all the noise. Maybe it's because of the stern window. No, you won't hear the fuel pump while you're flying. So we'll just tell by the amps. So the fuel pump is on. Now it's off. So it's on. Now if I hit the circuit breaker, I just saw it there a minute ago. There we go. See? So they work. All the logic works. I like that. That's great. I want to put the carb heat off now. Let's just move my position here so I can see the carb. The carb doesn't seem to... I didn't get carburetor icing.
No.
It's been off. The RPM does drop though a little bit because of it. So that's realistic. But I haven't got any engine failures. Oh, I haven't got any engine failures due to carb icing.
Yeah, no, it's like
not yet.
I noticed that the carburetor works fine in that regards. It's like just I didn't realize or that there wasn't any icing to speak of. Like, you know what I mean?
No,
While-
no,
while-
not really.
While I had icing on the windscreens, I didn't see any icing on the lights of...
I would have hoped, folks, and Karen Clink, I would have hoped that I should have got carb icing by now. With all the icing on the windshield,
Yeah.
you know, maybe it's an update that's coming. Maybe they're waiting for an STK thing, you know, I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know. It's like... I mean, I didn't have any P2 icing or any of that stuff. It's like, so I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm in Clyde now, and I can hit a mountain. I can hit a mountain. That's all over. Yeah, gonna hit a mountain, and that's the danger of, you know, high altitude. There's a mountain there, just appeared. Look, whoa, that is really cool. You know, that is quite something.
Yeah, no, I'm just making it on top over the mountains.
Well, I'm in between them now, and I can see a mountain to the left, but I can't see anything ahead. Scary, and I'm descending. Yeah. So.
But it's like the whole.
Oh, am I gonna hit a mountain?
Don't do that now.
Oh, autopilot off. Panic climb, full power. Panic, oh, close 60 knots. Oh my god, I think I'm gonna crash. Get off autopilot. Oh my god, I'm stalling. I've got icing. Shit. I'm going down. We're going down, Colonel Craig. Oh, we went down big style.
Did you?
We went down big style.
I told you. Only the pilot whose ass is narrow.
That's what I love about Flight Simulator. Those lessons. You know, I never do that in real life, but wow, that's what happens.
Yeah.
I was chatting away, and we were descending a little bit, weren't we? We didn't see this hill. We went into the clouds, and we didn't do anything about it, and we went boom into the death.
Oh dear.
We crashed. I'm looking at the.
I can tell
Gives
you.
me a chance to catch up.
Just Flight won't be pleased about that bit of the review.
Nope. They sure will not. So that's what I love about Flight Simulator. You do everything wrong, and you're gonna get it.
Now, in all fairness, I pushed the airframe so far to the limit in the simulator, and it's like at the limit of what it can do.
We're at the limit, so I'm back on track. Is autopilot on? Let me just put it on there. We're back on track. We're back in the same situation again. We're back in the same situation. I'm at 5,000 feet. I could crash again into a hill at any minute. My view's obstructed. There's a mountain. We just flew over a ridge. Madness. Can't really. Okay, I'm gonna climb a bit. We're closer now to our destination, though, folks, which is good news. Oh,
I'm about 12 miles out, and I know the bloody thing is like in valleys. And yeah, it's gonna be interesting to get down there because we are high and we have to get down into a valley.
okay. I'm going to take this seriously now, and I'm going to read the comments, and then I'm going to try and not crash
So,
from this
terrain,
situation. All right, so I'm going to go to.
terrain.
Yep. Now, so Davo said earlier on, Oasis find the turbo, brilliant. So Davo 453 says it needs an oar or something. It's going very slow. Yes, it's a slow airplane. It's a trainer, isn't it? You know. And then Bajin Cowboy comes on and says mountain gripper. Yeah, that happened. We crashed into the mountain. And Davo says train. Skiing down now, and I skied down the mountain, and that was the end. Would only do that once in real life. You'd only get to do it once, I suppose. USO got to go. Oh, USO's got to go to sleep. Okay, USO. I know it's probably late where you are, but I hope I didn't miss you. Have a great week, and hopefully see you next Sunday. Mario Puli. Hi from Spain. Sorry for my poor English. Which plane is that? Mario, greetings, Mario Puli. You're welcome. We're on the North European server always on Sundays, so 2100 hours. And I do everything wrong on purpose, really, to see like how incredible this is. You learn lessons all the time. This is the Arrow 2, the Warrior, sorry, the Piper Warrior 2 by Just Flight. Have a look at Just Flight on Google and it'll come up. Piper Warrior 2. It's a very popular training aircraft, and I'm just running it through its paces tonight. So welcome, Mario Polo. Joe's Jacob UK. It's tricky, this one. It's a tricky one, this, he says. Oik says, I just landed the turbo, getting so it's easy. Go around. Okay, he's just talking to the others, I think. Ice cream seems to be getting worse, says Swill 2021. Yeah, right now. Okay. I'm going to take it seriously and try and get out of this trouble now. Right, really. First thing, I'd open this window. Right, so I can see something. Right.
Great.
The first thing I do in real life is... The first thing I do would be to go away from the entire area and get into some good weather. Right. I couldn't do anything with this. I literally couldn't. Some people have done this kind of GPS thing here. Oh, there's a DME here. Sorry, instruments here. Okay, so yeah, I go away. I just leave the area, get out of this, to somewhere where there's no mountains. But I'm going to do a fool's errand, and I'm going to descend out of the cloud, hopefully. I don't think I'm going to have much luck, though.
It's like I have to get over a hill here now, and after
do you?
that,
Okay,
I
I'm not
can
going to descend yet, then.
descend. Well, I don't know if you're behind me or in front of me after you crashed.
I'm behind you.
Yeah.
Caught up a little bit, though.
It's like there's a hill
Really?
like just in front of the valley where the airport is in. So if you're above 15,000 feet, 15,400 feet, you should be fine. And then it's like I'm tricky now because I'm gonna. Yeah.
I'm reading. I'm only 7 miles away from the airport.
Yeah, I'm 5 miles away from the airport.
Ah, okay.
But what I'm gonna do now, because I can see the valley now, I'm gonna switch the autopilot off. I cut the power, and then I'm gonna kinda let myself descend into the valley.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a bit dodged there. Look. if I couldn't hop outside like this, folks, you'd never make it, really, would you? Oh, did I just come out from the cloud there? Oh, but sure, I can't see with the ice, you know? You know, it's yep.
Yeah,
The ice seems to be getting worse at this, well. It's getting much worse.
I just let her descend now rapidly into the valley. I just cut all the power now.
So at least I have some sort of idea, you know, of with that window open.
Gonna do a wee bit of side slippage.
Now I need to come down and leave that ice to melt, because I cannot see nothing.
Put mixture in now a wee bit as we're coming down. I really can't see a thing. It's completely iced up. Yeah, I'd leave the area. I'd be on to ATC. Give me some weather. I wouldn't got in here in the first place. It all starts when you get up in the morning, folks. Right? The accident happens when you get up in the morning, I would say. So, I know the weather's a bit dodgy. I'm gonna fly VF4. I'm sure it'll be grand, but word I hate. And that's when you crash into mountains, I think. Now, I've done it. Thankfully, I can do it as many times as I want to the flight simulator. And it really opens your eyes, you know, to this kind of flying. So I'm slowly sinking down now, right? And I can see out the window here a little bit. Now, I know there's hills and stuff, but it gives me some sort of a reference of some sort. You know, if you had to land, you get open the door. You know? Oh, wow! When you crack open the door, you can hear the wind. It won't open the door fully, though. That's very clever. Because it's locked.
Yeah, well, the wind's going, you know, it's keeping it closed. So I'm overhead the airfield now. I really can't see a thing.
So, but actually, can you actually open the door when it's not locked?
Open the door when it's not.
Okay, so overhead you lock it. You lock and unlock it, and then you have the handle, right?
Yeah.
So
You can push it open, yeah. You can push it open. Autopilot's coming off now because that's going to get in my way.
So I'm coming up now to 10,000 feet into the valley, and I'm just turning now towards the airport, and I let it descend to about 9,000 or so.
What is the temperature? What is that temperature? I can see. Oh. Where's the river? Have I gone over the. I have. I'm turning away from that valley. Okay, so it's in the valley. I'm really doing crazy stuff here now. I'm going to try and land this plane. More than likely I'll crash. More than likely, but I'm going to give it a bash. The bloody visor, go away. The temperature now is still below 0. So I'm going to try and land this with just the reference to my left. And use the GPS. Okay, I'm using the GPS as well. So, can I do it? I'm just guessing. I'm just using what I have. That little area here. My instruments. The shade here I'm using. The river I know is the lowest part of the valley. I'm going to turn right and then left now to make some sort of a final. And, you know, let's lower one stage of flaps just to get the old slow flight going. No, not too slow. So I'm going to turn around here now. I'm using the instruments now to turn, and I'm going to come back the valley. Are you landed yet, Karen Klink? No?
No, it's like I'm just approaching. I just descend now nicely. I'm below 10,000 feet. I'm 9,500 feet, and I slow myself down now. Give myself one stage of flaps, and like keep descending.
Okay, yeah, I'm too close to the runway. I'll have to do another orbit. I just peeked out the window there and I saw the runway is too close, so I'm going to level off. This is madness. This is crazy madness. So I'm using a bit of everything.
So now I'm coming around the hill. I can see the runway now. Happy days.
Okay, I'm going to turn around here now. I need to lose altitude. So...
Now the good thing is, for this type of plane, it's a massive runway.
Yeah. Wow. I'm really low and I just don't know what I'm seeing.
Okay, another notch of flaps, 20 flaps.
I don't know what I'm seeing, folks. Will I do this? I don't know. I think it'd be a crash landing.
Don't do that now. So just trim.
I've no ILS or anything like that.
4 flaps.
I'm using the GPS as much as I can.
See the one thing which is really realistic here, it's like when you cut the power, she just drops as she should.
Yeah.
So you drive her in 70 knots now, coming over the fence, threshold 1.5 as I was allowed to do.
Here. Have I gotten lost? No, I haven't. Very low.
Keep on the center line, keep on the center line. Yeah, there we are. And here we are. Welcome to Paro, everybody.
Feet on the pedals, feet on the pedals. I can't see a thing at VF4. Oh, I'm just relying on that little window. So I can't move my head around. This is crazy. I'm gonna crash and embarrass us all.
Don't do
I'll
that.
come over the runway. There it is. There's the runway. There it is. Just get it down. Don't floaty floats. There we go. Oh, bounced gear. At least. Oh, that was awful. Oh. Will I make it to the end at least? Now,
You stuffed it up.
I didn't. I didn't. I don't know. Because it's a simulator. But what I couldn't see out the window. Because the ice is all in the window.
Yeah.
I opened the little side window and I
Yeah.
used the GPS and the river to come in to see if I could find it. But the landing was awful. But let's hop out here and see where I ended up. The landing was shocking.
Oops.
I saw it at the last minute out the window and there... Oh, okay. I had some runway left over. But I landed without being able to see, really. I don't know what entertainment what value that was, folks. But it was something different, something bizarre. I told you it's Gripper Semi-Candy Madness. It's gotta be crazy. But yeah, yeah, that was fun. That was crazy. Everyone saw that. Everyone saw that. Interesting landing. But I couldn't see, folks. I just thought I'd go with it. Run with it.
Sure, why not?
Let's taxi back to the runway. Of course, I can't see. But that was interesting. Yeah, you see, we're so high. The temperature obviously isn't going to change. So let's do this. At least taxi back. Or actually, let's have a look at the fireflies before we go. Let's follow the fireflies. Let's change the weather a little bit. Okay, just a quick blast.
Let me come over where everybody else is. Like, you know, since I got myself a cup of tea.
Now, I just want to follow the fireflies a little bit to say goodbye to them. Zoom speed. So if you yeah, I don't know. You could decide if that was crazy. It was pretty. I wouldn't do that in real life. Obviously, I know I keep saying that and repeating myself over and over. But yeah, that was interesting. Karen Klink. I couldn't see. You'll see the video. Why isn't that? Oh, that's I have to see what press. That's why. So, folks, we still have Rudge Dodge is with us. Raj Dodge. Greetings, Raj Dodge. Welcome. He's in the D842. We also have Josie Jacob UK, Colonel Clink. We have Vroom Branks, K. Geldon, Samuel Marco, A or H64 CDN, Tiberia 62, Copper Hash, Bunker Titan, D Feature, Devil 453, Bakerfly, Premier Ant 2, 188, Premier Ant, greetings and welcome. Slurpy Jam is on his way in as well. And who else have we got inbound? Is there anyone else inbound? I just missed EI BMU in the DA42 as well. DA42, I haven't flown that. Oh, sorry, the DA62 now. The DA62. I haven't flown that. Colonel Clink, have I?
What?
On the stream. We've never flown the DA62.
I don't know if you did. I did a couple of times. Like, yeah, it's actually quite nice to fly the DX. It's a wee bit slow in the acceleration, but once she gets going,
yeah,
she's fine. It's like, no, I don't know how she is in real life. Like, no, I can just speak of the sim, obviously.
Tiberius is gone for the day. Okay, folks, call it a day. That was big fun. See you next Sunday.
No, it's like...
Tava, thanks for sharing the Discord there.
I don't know how it was for everybody, especially the guys who used more sensible airplanes for this journey. I hope everybody enjoyed it.
Good. That was a great stream. It was very interesting. You'll see it. I just said I'll leave it with the ice and see if I can land it like that. It was silly. Crazy. Madness. But it was fun. I hope it was for the viewers. Thanks, Gripper and Colonel Clink, for another fun night, says Copper Hash. You never know what's going to happen here, I guess. I'll review that. Thanks for the Thunderflies for who joined us, actually. Thanks a million, Thunderflies. Let's just watch them before we head off, Colonel Clink. And Colonel Clink, thanks very much for that brilliant flight plan.
You're welcome.
And there's the Thunderflies doing a low fly pass. Well done. And oh, look at that. A great end to show that just did a star there. And zoom. Off they go. Happy days. So everybody, thank you very much. Thank you for all of you who has subscribed. I just missed TV Online. TV Online just followed there from YouTube. TV Online, I'm sorry now you've come to the end of the stream, but Sundays, 2100 hours Irish time on the North European server. You can just join us. And we'll see you all next Sunday for more crazy madness. So, Colonel Clink, I'll see you soon as well. And I'll let you all go to bed because you're all very tired.
See you later,
I'll hit the outro. Guys, thanks a million. See you next Sunday.